Hello everybody, and welcome back to... wait for it. The Hunter Calls the Wild. My name is Dizzy, and I won't lie, I'm a little bit of a tired boy today. I was up a little bit late last night, doing a late night Pokemon stream, which was oodles and oodles of fun. So much fun, unbelievable fun. Also got joined by a fairly sizable raid, which was really lovely. And yeah, so I thought, let's just do something kind of chill. Today would normally be Pokemon Day, but obviously Pokemon 2 days in a row might be a bit much. And I have some artwork to work on for that as well. So we're just going to sort of jump more or less right on in. And do that most important of Call of the Wild activities. That being, well, first that being accept this quest, I guess. Interesting. And secondly, to have a look at what we got in our kit and make sure it's what we want to have for the various missions that we want to do today. So let's have a look. We got a story mission, which we don't necessarily need to be focusing on too much. We've got a side quest for fallow deer along the Hirschfelden River. We've got 2 red deer at night in Bonedorf Hill, which is probably a good one to focus on while it is night time. A boar from Ritterstein. There's an injured bison kicking about. And then deer with a bow in Ernsdorf. Let's have a look at where Ernsdorf is. See if it overlaps with where Bonedorf Hill is. So that's Ernsdorf. And then Bonedorf Hill is... no, it does not quite overlap, but that's okay. We'll take the nighttime quest, as it's nighttime. And have a look at our inventory. So what weapons have we got? So I've got my little key open for what animals we have available in Hirschfelden. And we have animals from class 1 to 4. We have the class 6, which is the red deer, and we have the class 9, which is the bison. And in terms of the weapons that we have, the wasp will take classes 1 and 2. The Solkin will take classes 3, 4, and 6 out of that. And then we have a handgun that will do us class 9 at medium range. And our bow will take anything we can find at close range out of all of those, because the bow comes with different arrow options. So I'm fairly happy to continue with this loadout, I think. We haven't changed it up in a few streams. And if I'm hunting specifically red deer, actually the Solkin might not have the oomph. Okay, let's ignore what I just said about being happy and decide that we're not happy. So the wasp is probably a good one to keep, because it weighs as much as the Virant and does an extra class, so that's fine, we can keep that. We'll drop you and drop you. We want the bow just in case we do bow kills. Oh my god, are you kidding me? We have loadout options. What? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put this back on and also grab that handgun again. Okay. I can rename them. Oh my gosh, this is what we've been wishing for ages in Hunter Calls the Wild, and I had no idea they'd added it. What is this? We're going to name this Hirsch Default, because I think this is probably a fairly good Hirsch default set. And then I'm going to go to load up do. Oh, I haven't changed it. How do I save the changes that I've made? S. Save loadout. There we go. Alright, okay, we're starting from scratch. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Right, so, Wasp is probably a good one to still have with us. We want a gun that's good against class 6s. And possibly that also will take class 9s. I think there are a few that do 6 to 9. There's just one that does 6 to 9. That's the Malma 7mm Magnum. Do I own that? That's the 7mm Regent Magnum. Is that not the same thing? Regent Magnums. Compatible items. Your bullets do classes 4 to 9. Okay. Right, well, we'll take that then. We'll take the 7mm Magnum. I don't know where the Malma Magnum is. Yeah, most things tend to be like 4 to 8, which is a little annoying. Okay, storage. 7mm Regent Magnum. And then, where are 7mm bullets? 7mm mag polytip bullets. There we go, fantastic. And we're calling this Hirsch. Oops, hang on. Hirsch variable. Okay, so that's our main gun. That'll take boars, the fallow deers, the red deers, the bison. We then need something that will take probably classes 2 and 3, which would be the 223 docent. Although I have a sneaky suspicion that the 223 docent is a bit terrible. As an alternative, see, unfortunately, the table that I've got that's telling me what all the guns do doesn't have their weights. So the 223 docent is light, which is good. And if we're only using it for 2 and 3s, then that's probably okay. The Ranger 243 is noticeably heavier. There's the Whitlock. Where's the Whitlock? That's also pretty heavy. Well, there's the Vasquez Cyclone, which I don't think I've ever actually bought. Let's go into the shop, have a look. Vasquez Cyclone, .45. Ah, okay, so this is an interesting one. So this is much quieter than firearms. Does that mean you're the air rifle? Yes, you're the air rifle. Okay, well, we've never used this before. So I'm going to buy this. And it's compatible with the Hyperion scope, which is the one we want. Which one of you bullets is the high penetration one? It's this one. So we're going to buy a whole bunch of these. And even though it is heavier, it's interesting to me, so I'm going to use that. Oh, we've got the Wasp, so we don't actually need the class 2s technically, but it's fine. Vasquez Cyclone, .45. Let's take off the Wasp for a sec, and I might replace it with the Virant, depending on how much weight we have. .45 round nose air rifle pellet. Okay, so that's the bulk of what we want, these two guns. We need to make sure I've got the Hyperion scope. It's compatible with both those things. We need to set up our callers again. So we need the Antler for fallow deer. We don't need the Distress Fawn caller. We do need the Jackrabbit caller for foxes, the Red Deer caller for red deer, obviously, the Roe Deer caller for roe deer, obviously, the Wild Boar caller for, you guessed it, wild boar. We technically can use the wild turkey callers. I don't tend to go for the turkeys so much, and I don't know. I still haven't checked to see if these work like a normal caller now. or if they still have their old behavior. No, I don't mean this. I mean the goose caller, not the turkey caller. Turkey caller's for latent. But I still don't know if it has regular caller behavior or if it's yeah, because it says it helped to grab the attention of flying Canada geese, which I don't want. I want Canada geese that are already on the ground generally. Okay, so that's, I think, all we need for them. We need our binoculars, we need our regular binoculars, and we need our night vision binoculars. And that leaves us with just shy of 7 capacity. Oh, we have a Boom Boom in the chat. Welcome, Boom Boom. It's lovely to see you as always. How's it going? Yeah, so with a capacity of 9, I have the choice of... Sorry, 7. I have the choice of the Virant and a bow without a good sight, or a bow with a good sight. And I won't quite be able to fit even the weakest handgun, which is a bit of a shame. Or, alternatively, a shotgun, which I don't normally bring. I don't take shotguns very often, but I definitely could. Boom says, I'm armed with tea and custard creams. That's a good armament to go into battle with. What shotguns do we have? I never use shotguns. I really should. Let's have a look at the Strecker, see what's compatible with it. Oh, the Nordin. I don't know the Nordin. Semi-auto shotgun. Auto loading action, 3 shell capacity. And you've got birdshot, you've got buckshot, you've got slugs. You won't be able to take on things, but that's fine. You've also got the steel birdshot instead of the regular birdshot, which I have yet to figure out what the difference is. Okay, sure, we'll take you along. Boom says, much safer armament for tired folk than guns. True. We're taking along the red one because it's the prettiest. Oh, see, there's also the... I might even be able to actually fit one of the traditional bows, actually. Boomer says description implies regular has lead in it. I meant the practical difference, but you are right, of course. Where are we going? 20 gauge, birdshot, buckshot, slugs. And I'll need a sight for that. Which probably means I actually can't fit a traditional bow. What sights are you compatible with? Hang on. Stracker, compatible items. Marksman exact. It says maybe it translates to higher quality carcasses. I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing that is, tracked by the game. I don't know, but I don't think so. Alright, I'm fairly sure I don't now have enough weight space for this. No, I don't. That's fine. In which case, I might take the night vision scope just in case it ends up being useful. As we have the space. S to save. Now, because we cleared out everything, we need to go and set absolutely everything up again. Right, so we want our Magnum on 1, we want our binoculars, night vision on 2, we'll have the shotgun on 3, the Vasquez on 5, 4 we would normally have a bow, but I'm not bringing a bow. Oh, I've actually got space for the turkey caller as well, I might go grab that in a sec. Lures, antler on 6, fox on 7, red deer on 9, roe deer on 8, boar on 0, that's how I always like to have them set up. Sights, Hyperion on our rifles, marksman on our shotgun, ammo, polytips in the thing, polytips in the thing, We'll have birdshot and the shotgun for now, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what I might be able to do actually. If I put you on 4, I bet I have enough weight for a handgun. Storage. I do, I have enough weight for this, and its ammo. I need to actually double check what it's compatible with, hang on. You'll take the Marksman Exact or the Red Raptor. And you take .22 LR truncated cone bullets. Bibim says, gonna go meat pigeon shooting. Alright. I can take either the Red Raptor Reflex or the Goose Collar. I'm gonna take the Reflex sight, I think. I don't think they both fit. No, they don't both fit. Okay. Right. Anderson on 3. Truncated cone bullets. Not that it matters, because I'm pretty sure all the class 1s just kind of die instantly when you hit them. And Red Raptor sight on my handgun. There we go. Okay, a slightly longer than normal kit fixing session, but should now be ready to set off. Turn on my torch, get out my binoculars, have a look around just in case there's anything nearby. Boop-a-dee-doo. There is not anything nearby, that's fine. Boom Boom says, oh yeah, do you know Twitch has deemed you worthy of its encoder now? Not only do I not know that, I don't even know what that means, Boom Boom. So... oh, hang on. That was the dismantle prompt, wasn't it? Yeah. I thought I'd espied an animal, but I have not. It says, I've got a whole smorgasbord of video qualities at my fingertips. Oh, did you not have those before? I've never been quite sure how Twitch sort of works with that kind of thing. Right, let's head off to Burndorf Hill, I suppose. What way is the wind blowing? The wind is blowing due east, which is a slightly annoying way for it to blow, it must be said. But if we head sort of mostly northish, it should probably be fine. Hang on, where's the waypoint there? Let's travel to there. Boomer says, no, we usually just get your source quality of 1080p 60. Ah, okay. Is that good or bad? I think that's a good number, right? Actually, I think I remember someone saying something about that yesterday. Where am I going? I'm going this way. That is a big number. Big numbers are good. This is how my primitive human brain works. Big numbers are good numbers.
I saw some tracks in that area earlier this morning.
Turn
Hold
my
on, I'll
volume
send
up.
the coordinates.
How is it for you in the chat there? Volume's good, amazing, wonderful. Because I do know that sometimes when old Connie comes on, she can be a bit jarringly loud. And equally, sometimes when there's the bitty pattering of little footsteps, they can be a bit quiet. Which probably actually means that I need to change my settings rather than anything else. System, audio, dialogue. Does this go up any higher? No, it goes off. Alright, we'll turn dialogue down just a little bit, because she can be a bit loud. Bim says, it's full HD, takes all the data on both ends. Oh, I see. So some people maybe don't want that. if they've got less good connections, or what have you. Unlike me, who just always puts the number up at maximum. It says, I should mention it's probably contributing to your web woes. Okay, I can see how that follows. Although again, like, so one of the things that has been oft commented on in this house is that when my internet's there, it's there good. It's just that when it's not there at all. It's a bit binary, as it were. Okay. Desperately looking out to see if someone's around, and no one is around. Well, okay, so I finished kit fixing at 12:18, according to my clock. So, if we want to get an average of one animal every like 8 or 9 minutes, like we did last time, I've got 6 minutes for my first animal, theoretically. Boomer says, might be a literal connection on your computer that's gone iffy. I suppose. It's not just me who has the issues, though. So it could be a literal connection in the box, but we replaced the box, so it could be a literal physical connection somewhere else, but we don't have control over those. Okay, somebody sleeps here. I don't believe they are still here. But we'll find out who they are and when they'll be back. Just in case. Rodeer. 8 to midnight. What time actually is it in game? Oh, it's 2 AM in game. I thought it was earlier than that. I hadn't realised we'd gone so late last time. Okay. There's tracks, but with the rain, it might be tricky to actually see one. Let's have a look at the far shore. No one seems to pop out. Alright, my plan is to go around this side, maybe head up to that, and then zigzag up to that, and then that, I think. Okay. So far, no deer. And the great TV game show hosted by Noel Edmonds, Deer or No Deer. We've got no deer. Indeed, Boom Boom. Oh my gosh, I'm very snuffly today. I apologise. We're also dealing with a hill, which is never what you want. Oh, red deer tracks though. Going the other way, unfortunately. Lost. Probably, I'm guessing, very old. Bim says, ironically, I seem to be through my snuffles. That's good news, though. It's good to hear that you're on the mend. Must have DM'd them to me. I don't know. Like, I have snuffles all the time anyway. It's my default state of being. I think my inbox for snuffles is already full. So they would have bounced anyway. Oh, I didn't actually check how old that was. I clicked on it, I just didn't look at the thing that then popped up. Yeah, very old. Okay, Red Deer has been around for a while. Do-do-do. So far, so boring. In the night time. So I saw a shape in the mist, but it may have been nothing. Alright, okay. We're now heading northeast-ish, which still isn't ideal with the wind. But it's better than due east. Nighttime in game, I think, lasts until 2 AM. No, not 2 AM, 5 AM. So we've got 3 in-game hours. That's probably just under 1 in-game hour, I think? I can't remember quite what the time scaling is. Oh, hello. Who's that? Who actually is that? Hello? Hold on. Get me speaker out, because I'm fairly sure that was a roe deer call. Hello? I'm roe deer class 3. So I want the Vasquez. Hello? Little deer? I do not see you, little deer. I think you're up there somewhere. Oh, he's directly downwind of me. Which is not ideal, but he has left a sleepy spot. So if I head up here, I probably won't be able to shoot him. But I will be able to see that he sleeps here and have that marked on my map. The plan, I think, is to go up this hill. Possibly on me hands. When I'm in the tree, see if we can pop up and see him. No, we cannot see him at all. That's unfortunate. There are too many other trees. But we know where you live. So we know you'll be back here another day. Don't really know where you've gone besides that way-ish. You may have run off. I would probably have run off in this situation. It's the sensible thing to do. I mean, I am literally carrying a gun. Alright, well, assume that the rodeo is a lost cause. Move on. Oh, hello. Okay, maybe not quite so lost a cause then, because that was close. But still downwind of us. He's moving like exactly parallel to us, so that he's always downwind. Oh, come on. I hear you again. Oh, that's a branch. It spooked me. I hear it, but I have no idea where. Besides in this direction-ish. I've stopped in a tree, so theoretically he can't see me. Even though, in real life, this tree would provide absolutely no shelter at all. See, just behind that tree. Somewhere. Oh, hello, I had a spot briefly. Oh, blast. No, no chance. Blast. If I'd been a couple seconds quicker, maybe. Blast. Oh well. We tried. We gave it a good go. And I guess maybe a better shot than me might have tried to shoot it while it was moving. But I know from experience that I can't reliably hit those. I've just realised, what's actually the range on the Vasquez? Only 50 meters. Oh. Okay, so that's the downside of using an air rifle, is it's maybe just a glorified pistol. Oh, hello! Hello? A red deer, no less. Right. You're currently underneath a little bit of a slump. And a little bit of a tree. Which is unfortunate. I need to stand up. And I should... be able to just do that. Oh, and fall all the way down the hill. Of course. Right, where the hell was that animal? There he is. Boomer says, air can't fire a bullet as well as a small explosion can. I suppose that's to be expected. Ah, okay, the 7mm does have one flaw. Is it's a one-shot wonder. But that's okay. Right. Sleepy zone, the deer did not get very far. And that's 1 out of 2, I think, for our nighttime red deers. We are more or less kind of in the middle of where I'm going. Hello there. First kill of the day. Only took us half an hour. It was a finely placed shot. I'm very happy with that. 7mm did work. Oh, I completed a completely different objective. Was that one of the main missions? That was one of the main mission ones, okay. Just doing that kind of by accident at this point. Alright, and we move on. Uphill, still. Which is my least favourite direction to go. It's kind of weird because, like a slope like this would be way more of a struggle for me in real life than it is for my character in the game. But then my character in the game struggles with, like, a foot-high lump. It's just very weird. I think it would be nice, actually, seeing as they have, like, a heart rate breathing monitor in the game that shows how your character's heart rate reacts to you, like, sprinting and stuff. I think it would be nice if going uphill also increased your heart rate to show that, like, it was tiring you and getting out of breath. Oh, more sleep zones. That's good news. We want those. Having also found that red deer sleep zone, if we don't make it today, we can come back and finish the mission off there tomorrow night. This is also good news. Less good news is the how I'm actually going to get up the hill. Have a look around, check behind me. Not sneaking up behind me, that's good. Well, actually, that's not good. I'd much rather they were behind me. An enemy who's sneaking up behind you is an enemy you can shoot. Whereas an enemy that's sort of somewhere nebulously out there in the forest is an enemy you can't shoot, because you don't know where he is. Oh, we're nearly at our interim destination. Sleepy zone. Does not seem to be a manned sleepy zone, probably because I shot a deer not very long ago. And anyone who can sleep through a deer being shot... Well, I mean, for one thing, they're probably going to be shot themselves. Roe deer. I can't tell if that noise I just heard was me or something else. It didn't sound like me. It's not me. But who is it? Let's take a punt. It could be a roe deer. I think there's somewhere over this way. Although this is downwind again. which isn't ideal. Ah, hello. It was a roe deer. It's a very nearby roe deer. It's an unbelievably nearby roe deer. Oh, he's got his back to me. Oh, wow. That was super quiet, my god. They weren't kidding when they said it's quieter than a firearm. And that dropped him like a rock, my god. There's a gold roe deer as well. I shot him in the back of the lung. I would have ideally liked to place it a bit further forward. But it was fine. Oh, I got the liver as well, actually. The liver's a good organ to get. Oh, well, that was fun. Alrightio then. So I wonder, I'm assuming that's going to be sort of like halfway between the bow and a regular gun in terms of noise, I assume? If so, then that is actually an advantage over the handguns, because the handguns are as noisy as a regular gun, while only having diddy little range. Okay, we found another roe deer rest zone on top of this roe deer rest zone. Ah, we have a Yi in chat. Welcome, Yi. How's it going? Okay, and this is hunting thing that we don't need. He says, oh no, not dizzy hunting. Hey, the hunting's gone well so far. We've got 2 out of 3. Am I supposed to be going this way? Yes, apparently I am. Any diamonds? No diamonds! We have only been going since 12. 3/4 of an hour is a bit much of an ask for diamonds, and as mentioned, I've only seen 3 animals. We did get a. I think we did get a diamond the last time I streamed, though. Actually, now that I think about it, oh no, we got a piebald. We got a special fur coat on. I think a fallow deer. It might have been a red deer. That's what we got yesterday. Not yesterday, last stream. That I was very pleased with. He says, "What's your aim to get today?" As usual, I'm just sort of mostly kind of taking things as they come. We are ostensibly on the quest for 2 red deer at night on Burndorf Hill. So that's why I'm here on Burndorf Hill. And we've already got 1 red deer. That was actually our first kill of the stream. And then just now, obviously, you saw me pop a little roe deer. Is that a thing? That is a thing. Hello. It's not gonna let me spot you, is it? Come on, come on. Come on, come on, game. Nope, okay. I might have to use the night vision scope then. Night vision rifle scope. I don't also really know what kind of animal that is. I think that's big enough to be a red deer. Oh my god, hello. Lots of them. Oh my god, that's a melanistic one. Okay, we might want to track them then, actually. Where did you go? Okay, well, we'll track the bleeding one. Yeah, a rare. That would be nice to add to our collection. Map. Does it say what? Fur type unknown. That's a shame. You reckon stay there? Well, I gotta find the one that I shot. Oh, no organs hit though. I did still take it down. Oh, you reckon stay there because you think it's gonna come back. They do often come back. But I do want to go and find the one that I shot, because it has gone down. I can see the blob of hunting pressure, that means it's died. He says depends on eat zones. What's the time? It's about 3 AM in game? Half 3 AM in game. He says don't show me the zone. That's alright, because I didn't actually get the zone. So, not showing you the zone will be easy. Where did that blood trail go? Am I being thick? That's an old dropping. Okay, here's the blood. Blood, 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 blood. Blood goes this way. Right. Let's keep our eyes open just in case they do come back. Hello everyone, in theory, we should be live again. Checking OBS, OBS reckons we're up. I'd rather not fire up Twitch itself, but we are back! Okay, wonderful, amazing. What a bloomin' time. Hey, what a bloomin' time. I don't think I want that, I think I want to go on this way still. These red deer have tried to bamboozle me by crossing back on themselves. Alright. Bleed rate is low, but at least it's not very low. We're under halfway. Sorry, we're under half health, / we're over halfway. And despite me standing around, they definitely didn't come back. Oh, I maybe tell a lie. This could be them right now. Oh, there's a male. Oh, there's 2 males. You're a level 5 male. Well, there's our quest complete. We've blobbed up a reasonable amount of hunting pressure in the area now. Confirmed trophy. Silver. Straight through the middle. Lovely job. Oh, okay, Fleischer. Interesting. Personal drama. Personally, I'm not a fan of Robert Sommer. You find a big red deer 120 kilos. Okay, well, I can do my best. I don't actually know how big the last one I just got was. Hunting log, latest harvests. Doesn't say. Never mind. Where'd that blood splat go? I was looking for a blood splat. It was right here. There. Okay. Let's continue trying to track down the one we killed. And then maybe its black-coated friend if we're lucky. Hopefully they'll have moved on to over here, let's say. Oh dear, chap. I do hate the internet in this house. Okay, we've got a body. Now we just need to find all the others. And it's been nearly daytime actually. So hopefully, by the time we catch up to them, it might be light enough that we can spot out visually which one is the black one. Instead of having to rely on guesswork, basically. Okay. Confirm a trophy. There we go. Where did we hit you? Ah, we got you in the spine. I see. Yes. Actually, I'm surprised you didn't drop more quickly from a spine shot. Alright. So, this is a female. Oh no, what did I get this time? Oh, that was a red deer weighing at least 120 kilos, apparently. That's nice. Another big one, please. This time you should visit the area around Johnsdorf. I didn't even look at that mission before I completed it. What's that? I guess that was Fleischer. Oh, okay. Has to be with a specific rifle. So looking for Fleischer number 4. Travel to Rotwald, which I guess we happen to be in by mistake. Alright, these are going that way. These red deer may have outfoxed me if they're going in a different direction to what I expected. You're dark brown. We don't want you. Necessarily. Yeah, these tracks definitely look like they're coming sort of towards me, don't they? So they may have doubled back at some point. I'm just trying to get on the trail of the one that was black. Currently not having any luck. So these tracks, these are a new track that's unlocked by one of the perks. They're really useful for this purpose and this purpose only. You're not even a red deer. You're a roe deer track. Well, okay, they also are useful for other things. For one thing, they're useful because they're one more track that will show you the way. That's the main reason why I took the perk. Because you probably have observed this, but I do quite frequently lose my trails of animals. I'm not very good with the tracking. And they do provide age information of the track, like, it's not like you can't also get that from droppings. But it's, you know, if there's one of these closer than a dropping... Oh, brown. That one's brown. I don't think I'm going to find this black one. I might head back to where they were sleeping, see if they've gone back. Do I know when red deer sleep? No, I don't have... Red deer sleep until 3, so they actually won't have returned there, which is a shame. Dark brown. It's a roe deer, I don't want a roe deer. Okay. Let's just pick up this dark brown one. I was going to say, see where it leads, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Hi there. Okay, we're going to follow you, assuming that you're part of the same herd. If we find the herd and you're not actually part of the same herd, then, well, we stuffed it, haven't we? I think you went this way. Because that dropping was very old, so I think this path is the newer path, because I think this is just regular old. Where do I have to be for this? Oh, I have to be where I am, that's helpful. Unfortunately, I don't have the right gun. Hi Yi, what happened? I haven't found the melanistic deer yet, but I think this deer that I'm following is from the same herd. So we're just gonna follow this for a while, and hope that they meet up in the same place. I looked at the clock, and their sleep zones... How much do you want to bet deer's chilling at the zone? Well, theoretically, they shouldn't have gone back, because their sleep zones finish at 3 o'clock. And it's now 4:30. So I'm not anticipating them being back. You say you bet they have? Well, the tracks so far are going in the opposite direction. Right, this is a brown one. This is now also a very old track. Let's have a look at this. You'll be here for a little bit. Oh, well, it'll be good to have you around. Haven't seen very much of you recently. I know obviously that's because of how time zones work, and it's not a surprise. Grey. No. Not after grey. He says, bro, I got my dream animal a week ago. What is your dream animal? I think some of the red deer great ones are pretty dreamy. They've got like all stuff bound around their antlers, which is very pretty, but It seems extremely unusual that all of the red deer that have amazing antlers also happen to have stuff bound around them. Albino Great One red deer. I didn't even know Great Ones could be albinos. I thought they had their own special fur types. Oh, hello. That was very close. I'm gonna put a pin in that track. See if I can go down and pop this road here. He says, oh no, my bad, I meant whitetail. I mean, I still didn't know that they could be albino, but I'm very happy for you. That is an awesome kill. But my god, I can only imagine how low the odds of that are. Hello, I hear you. Little road here? There's a road here. Here's something else up there. But I think I'm going to go for the one that I can see. That makes more sense. Go for the one you can see. Oh, but that's... What if that's a red deer, though? No, it's not. Okay. Where are you? It makes so little noise, you almost think you haven't fired anything. He says, I have everything but an albino diamond fox. Foxes are very rare. I mean, even if they weren't very rare, they're so hard to find. But there we go. That was a fine shot. Happy with that. I have to admit, I'm from a sample size of 2 kills, I'm fairly liking the Vasquez. The quieter rifle is nice. Oh no, I hate trying to go up hills in this game! My god! Oh my god. Okay, I genuinely have no idea how to get back to where I was. Ugh. He says I'm going to be insanely excited when an Aussie map comes out. You and everyone else, Yi. You and everyone else. Can we please not do this? Oh, you horrible game! Let me up the hill! Jesus. Right, I heard a male red deer call. I'm gonna blow this and say, let's hope he's with a pack. And that the pack he's with is the pack I'm following. Oh! This is making me cringe. Well! Woman. Hello. Okay, well this red deer is actually going over this way. But there's a male over that way. See the mellow? You do not see the mellow. Where are you? Mr. Red Deer? I think you're further off to my right, weren't you? It was 40 yards from you? You're lying, Yi. You're lying to me. There's no melanistic red deer here. Oh, hello. I hear footsteps. Down there. Where are you? And, equally importantly, who are you? Hello? Okay, there's quite a few. Hello. Okay. Pop! Down he goes. He says ghost deer. Alright, well... Oh, hello! A fox. Oh, quite a distant fox. I don't know what the furthest zero on this is. 100 meters, okay. We may or may not be able to get the fox. But, oh, another lovely gold roe deer. Second one today, also with a liver shot. By random chance. Alright. Let's see if we can close this ground sort of as quickly as possible. Without spooking him. He says, do you know what diamond levels for animals? Some of them? I know that this isn't a diamond fox. Because diamond foxes, I think, go all the way up to 9. And almost every animal, if they go up to 9, then diamond is a 9. I think black-tailed deer, it's 5. White-tailed deer, it might only be like 2 or 3. Because they have barely any difficulty levels. They're super stupid animals. Well, just in case there's anyone else nearby. There is not. Okay. What range? 120-ish? 105-ish when he's close. Okey-doke. Okay, now you're about... Oh. Got him. Oh, he didn't die, but we did hit him. Let's see how well we hit him. He has died. Stick. I'm gonna plop my little marker back down here. Go back to that need zone and get it marked off. Oh, hello. Little roe deer warning call. Where's the blood? Oh. The blood was not good. But he still died. Where the hell do we think he went? That way. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the need zone. Mark off the need zone. And then if there's tracks from there, we'll see if we can find the melanistic one and go after it. Although, I think he's probably long gone now. But at the very least, if I have the need zone down, then it should come back to that same need zone. Bronze fox. Ah, we spine shot it. I was aiming too high. I think I thought he was further away than he was. Anyone else nearby? No, no one else nearby. Alright, well, so what do we have to shoot this deer with for this quest that we've got now? If we want to do that quest? I might want to actually do this one, to be honest, go to Ritterstein. Because we're only on number 2 here, whereas all the others were nearly finishing their quest lines. Where is Ritterstein? It's up there. Okay. The wind's still blowing east. So we'll want to start somewhere on the east side of Ritterstein. Do we think we can do that? We can if we start from like here or here, I suppose. I don't know what pigs are or here actually. That might not be a bad starting point, to be honest. Go around the lake, through some fields, and then up that way. I don't know what pigs are doing at this time of day. This might be when they sleep. Because they drink weirdly late at night. Oh, I can probably get rid of the night vision binoculars as well, can't I? Hang on. Apex view. There we go. Normal binoculars. For seeing with normal light. I'll keep the torch on just for a little bit. Just until it gets properly light instead of pretty sunrise. Oh, but productive day. We accidentally did 1 and a bit quests. We intentionally did 1 quest. Oh, hello. Who's that? The road here at 200 meters. Straight up. Hang on. I know I'm supposed to be going back there, well. I'll come to that point. You are perfectly, like, silhouetted against the sky, my guy. You have chosen a terrible place to eat. I'm very sorry. We still 0 to 100? Yes. I will want to fix that though. After we've taken the shot. Let's goodbye. Interestingly, of course, it does say that it has an effective range of 50 meters. I haven't quite figured out what the effective range is, considering that it will kill, most things at least, will kill stuff at their furthest zeroing. They just struggle a little bit. There's natural selection in it. Yeah, I guess so. I tell you what though, getting up to where he is after I've shot him is going to be a massive pain. Oh, there's a foxy over there as well, somewhere. He might be on the other side of the hill, actually. Okay. Well, that's about 100 meters, and if I get any closer, I won't be able to see him. Got him in 1. Is there another deer over there? I think I just maybe saw it disappearing. Oh, hang on. It's giving me a spot prompt. Okay, maybe it's not giving me a spot prompt anymore. It's obviously decided that it was time to run. Which, oh, no, it is. Where are you? Where is this thing it's trying to get? Oh, you're down there. Hello. I see. Where are you in terms of... Yeah, we can take a shot at you. You will need to get your head up above the ground, though. Ideally. Maybe we can lure you a little closer. I can try and get you in the back of the neck. I don't really want to. Oh, I think that was a terrible shot, you know? I think that was an appalling shot. Oh, we found another... Oh my god, hello! Hello, just a random another rare. Where's he gone? It was a shot though, it was a shot. Alright, okay. Right, hang on. I've got too much to do now. No organ sit. Okay. Right, that one hasn't died, so we can leave that one alone. Oh my god, he's got a lot of information in the chat. Blimey, hang on. Moose, 5. Whitetail, 3. Red deer, 9. Mule deer, 5. Black bear, 9. Bison, 5. Fallow deer, 5. Elk, 5. Ibex, don't care. Don't care. Oh, blimey. Hi, Fox. Yeah, I'm not gonna get up here without distracting you. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm gonna get up here full stop, actually. All foxes, 9. Wolf, 9. It's basically most predators, 9. Most other things, 5. And then a few things that are unusually stupid, like the whitetail, are 3. I think also some of the birds and stuff are 3 for a diamond. But I really don't care that much. Like, I'm not out here for diamonds, I'm just out here to have a good time. Oh my god, I'm not having a good time though. Not with this bloody hill. I'm just gonna run all the way around. Oh my god, this is awful. This is horrible. I need rock climbing equipment in the game is what I need. And I'm definitely not going to catch up to that bloody piebald roe deer. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Although, what time is this feeding zone active? Until 7. So there's a possibility it might come back. Oh, blast. I think that other one did die in the end. Oh, what a disaster. It's run 8 million miles away and then died. Oh, and there's stuff over here I should probably pick up as well. Oh no. Oh no. Can I even get up this tiny bit of hill? Probably not. Yeah, just about. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, what have we got? Info point. The Berndorf meteorite! Ooh! Unusually large portions of pure iron, enstatite, the extremely rare mineral cinerite was found on this hill by a passing hiker. The Berndorf meteorite. Well, that's lovely. Yeah, Foxy, you can yell all you want. I'm not coming for you. I've got 2 deer to pick up, one of which is going to be 8,000 billion miles away. Because I tried to shoot it in the neck, and of course did not succeed. Landmark unlocked. Berndorf Hilltop. The highest accessible point in the reserve, apparently. That's nice. Enjoy the view. It's mediocre, I'll be honest with you. Oh my god! I'm stuck in a hole. Oh dear. Today on The Hunter Call of the Wild, Dizzy gets distressed by everything. Right, somewhere up here is this bloomin' deer, the one that I actually shot well. I was so pleased with myself. I was like, oh, I shot that last one so well, I'm sure I can hit this one in the neck. Sensibly. Idiot. There. Okay. Right, and then the blood splat is down there. if we're super really lucky, more lucky than we have any right to be, that piebald might have come back. And we still, of course, haven't picked up the bloody need zone where we saw the melanistic. We need to do that. Okay. Body is in view. Oh, hello. Is this another fox feed zone? Is this... I think this is another fox feed zone, you know? This is where everyone comes out to play, apparently. I'll grab this one. Okie doke. Right, have I tagged this as road A? Yes, I've tagged this as road A feed zone. To pick up the body. Perfect. Oh, I hear footsteps. I hear footy footsteps. Maybe, just maybe, if we wish really hard, no, maybe not. I'm sure I heard footsteps. I'm damned if I can see anything that might have made footsteps. Alright. Let's go find this blood splat and then go search for half an hour real world time to find the deer that's at the end of it. Ow. Just fall off that hill that I was unable to climb earlier. This is a lovely open area though, it's a good place to hunt. I'm surprised there isn't oh there is, it's up there. Okay. Nope. Yes, blood splat. Where did you go from here? It's now a very old blood splat. That's how long we took trying to get up that bloody hill. This way. Oh, and I need to put a marker in here to remind me to come back and pick it up. Although, actually, I'm worried that the tracks from the need zone might have actually despawned by now because we spent so long faffing about. Which would be a bit of a disaster. Wait, what? I tried to put a pin down there and it ended up on the whatchamacallit back there. It got really confused. It's a very far away red deer mating call. We are going to ignore it in the service of finding this body. Even though finding this body is going to take so very long. Have a look at the foliage ahead of us, just in case. Now, still not even below 75% blood, so. We're gonna pick this up as well while we're here. Because I want to know who sleeps here. It's close enough, this could actually be that meat zone. It's not though. Okie doke, come on. Dear. So the commentary is not very interesting at this point. We're literally just following blood. We will be for a while. If we're lucky. Oh, we're under half now. We're getting there, slowly but surely. But yeah, if we're lucky, we'll spot some stuff along the way. If we're not, then we won't, and it'll literally just be me following a trail until the end of time. I didn't need to do that. I meant to zoom this out, but it's fine. We found the next track. We're in a very... We've gone from a really nice open bit of the world to suddenly a really closed off tree-y bit of the world. Okay. The deer has decided not to go down the horrible hill, which is nice. feel like I'm hearing footsteps again when there aren't any. Might be going slightly insane. That's a possibility we should consider. Oh, that's a lovely down slope. Is there anyone on it? No, no, of course not. Oh, that's a view, though. Shame there's a couple of trees in the way. I'm gonna squeak back, because there's an outside possibility that that could be the interesting coat deer. I'm actually going to check this to see if this is the interesting coat deer. Oh, I'm playing a dangerous game with the hill by doing that. Hang on. Right, okay. Okay, you're not the interesting deer. Grab a photo of you. Get back on the trail of our wounded deer. Keep an eye out in case the one we squeaked at comes running. Make sure this is the one we shot. Yes, it is. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I hear someone. I hear them, I do not see them. Oh, I see them. Oh, that's the piebald. Oh my god. We did it. We got a rare. Oh. Amazing. Wonderful. Unmatched. You had a friend who just called at me from like over there-ish. I'm also not sure where I am in the world. Oh, I'm here, okay. We maybe don't want to kill anything else nearby. In case we accidentally overwrite that sleep zone that I need to go back to. But this was super worth it. Ba-ba-ba-da! Hello! Let's hit Y and taxidermize you straight away so we don't lose you. Look at that! Gorgeous. Someone's just walked up to me. I can hear their footsteps really loudly. Go over there. I can't see you. Hello! Hi, yeah, you're just a normal road there. You get to live, because we don't have a bow, so I can't shoot you without risking smishing everything over there. So, enjoy your life. Unless you happen to be injured. No, you're not injured, okay. Yep, I'm right here. There we go. Good dear. Right, now. On the trail of this one. Oh, we're under 25%. Okay, we're going to be fairly close. And then we just got to run off to where my marker is. Hope that there's still lead zone trails there. Pick them up. Be done with it. Come back and find that melanistic deer another day. Oh, you really can tell that this is the highest point actually from here, can't you? Not long to go now. Not long to go now. I had a horrible thought though, which is that if this deer died on the side of this hill, its body could very easily have slid off. And if its body slid off, I don't know if the trail points to where it died or where its body currently is. I also don't exactly know how the physics applies to the bodies after they're after they ragdoll. I assume it's possible for them to slide off. Okay, going inland. I say inland. Going away from the hill's edge is good. That's what we want. Oh my god, this thing did a proper trail after we shot it. Oh, is that a body? That's a body. Oh, hey. Okay. We've got a bit of a slope, so I need to run. And then we're just gonna run over to that spot. Get the thing, if it's still there. But where do we hit you? Oh, your shoulder blade got in the way of your neck. Obviously. Not obviously. Right. Please still be there, please still be there, please still be there. The alternative, if the deer have actually come back here and I spook them off by running, I'm going to be really annoyed with myself. But I think that's monumentally unlikely. What do we think? Anything around here that could be a red deer sleep zone? Oh, hello, who's that? Hi. Oh no, this is not good. I think it's despawned. I think the tracks are despawned. Get on! Get on with you! Go on! Shoo! Oh, blast. Blast, blast, damn and blast. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a manual print screen and I'm gonna come back here at midnight-ish. Hang on. Boop. There. Right. Oh, I also want to say thank you so much to Taystreak for the follow. Thanks. It's lovely to have you here. I hope you're enjoying the stream and me being thwarted by all varieties of deer, as often happens. Yeah, let me know how it's going in ye chat. Where are we headed? We're headed to Ritterstein. Is the wind still blowing east? The wind is now blowing north. So I guess we probably want to start from here. What way is it blowing? Northeast. Okay. Start from here. Just head kind of this way, to be honest. And we're looking out for boar, I think? Oh, okay.
Harvest a boar to get some hunting pressure going.
Oh, we're gonna get one of the other main mission quests if we succeed, I suppose. Mission log. Yeah, harvest a boar. We are actually going to do this main mission quest by accident. It's going to be wonderful. Who was that then? I heard a cry, but I didn't see a thing. Just have a quick look off the sides of the hill. See if anyone's down below. How far away is the lake? I think that's a lake. Maybe not. Okay, we can't really see off the sides of the hill very easily. No one's down there, okay. Right, off we go. Yeah, we're just gonna sort of head through this way. Hope we stumble upon some pigs. If we stumble upon anything else instead, no harm, no foul. Also help to remove all of that pressure that we've blobbed up over there. Getting stuck on a hill, possibly also being not part of the plan, but part of the execution. Okay. You're in the wrong direction. Oh, I accidentally holstered stuff there. I'll give you a squeak, just in case you decide to come this way. How long have we got left? An hour and 15 minutes. That's plenty of time to wander around in search of a boar. Alright. Anyone around? No. No one around. That's the wrong answer, game. Oh, tracks though. Tracks are a good start. Hello? Who's that? There's a bison over there. Two bison over there. Oh, you keep going behind the hill. Okay, be quick. Oh, I've got the night vision scope equipped. I can't see anything. We're gonna lose the bison. Where did you go? You utter cows. Literally. Lost. That was my fault. That was 100% my fault. Boom says, all this crouch walking, what do you need to confirm your thighs could probably kill? Well, the guns are longer range than my thighs. Is why. Oh yeah, don't mating call at me just to taunt me. Oh look, more bison. Fantastic. Oh, actually you're eating. So you might stick around for a while. Which would be good. It would be better if I could get a bloody spot off on you. But no, that's not allowed apparently. Oh, I actually already have that feed zone registered. Ow. Well, that probably hasn't helped. What distance? You're about 10 meters beyond the 10 meters beyond where the need zone says it is. Come at you from this way? Oh, I'll pick up this as well, seeing as it's here. See if we can get over this crest without being too close to you. think they might be on the move again. Blasted bison, they're always running away from where you are. Oh, apparently we already have this road in zone as well. Right. There's one cow. You're a level 1 cow. I'd like to spot some of your friends. I can. You're a level 2 cow. What else have we got? I want that one in the middle, ideally. I think you might be a bigger cow, but I can't get a spot off on you. Because the game is not very good with how it decides which animal you're trying to spot. Come on, there we go. Okay, no, you're also a level 1 cow. So that makes you the biggest cow. You are... Oh, there's a left-right thing, but I don't know what it means. These cows are in a really awful position. You're all like on top of each other, shielding each other. I might just have to shoot the nearest cow, because otherwise they'll spot me because I'm pretty close. Wish I had my bow. This would be a great time to pop some bow shots off at them. Oh! Got the click of death. Uh-oh, he's coming for me, isn't he? Hello! Hi there! Oh, you died. Okay, you're one I'd already shot. Oh, I actually shot the same one twice. Whoops. Oh well. You were not even one of the good ones. That's a shame. Oh well, we got him. Oh, and there's a fox need zone here as well. There's just all the need zones here. Alright, well, that could have gone better, but it could have gone a lot worse, so we won't complain too much. I don't think there was a particularly stunning bison among that group anyway. That's not a cow, that's a rock. Right, and they've wandered off probably in this direction somewhere. I'm assuming they're unlikely to be coming back, but they are bison, so it is possible. No, we're just gonna leave it. Right, okay. Off we trot, in search of pigs. Pigs. Not cows. The other farm animal. And the landscape is going to be forever dotted with 8 million bison tracks. Oh, and some little foxy footprints. We appreciate some little foxy footprints. We do. Now the pigs, I seem to remember, are quite elusive. And they might be mostly nocturnal. Maybe that's why I don't see them very much. Maybe the only times when they're like out and about is when it's dark so you can't see them. I do feel like I've mostly encountered them at night. Hang on. Was that just a track? That was just a track. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna fall off this hill. We can fall into the tree and then into some of the rocks. There we go, okay. We can not fall off the whole hill at once. And that way we save our legs. Because our thighs, although apparently powerful, are not powerful enough. Someone's been through here as well. Oh, this is interesting. A floating poop. A floating red deer poop. It's created by the most ambitious red deer. Alright, let's press on. What time is it? 8:10 AM. We've had it all through here, haven't we? Red deer, foxes, bisons. Probably roe deer, they seem to be everywhere. Oh, Jeebus! I apologise for the horrible noise that fox caller makes. Oh, ah, hello. Perfect. Oh, I think he got up as I was doing that. But my god, did he ever roll? We did get him. Hi there. Got a trophy. Lovely orange coat, silver fox. Oh no, we got him fine. He was starting to get up. Half a second later we would have fluffed it, but we got him. Wonderful. He was just having a nice little sit down while he was ostensibly travelling. Which feels a bit mean. Okay, we've got some more sort of valley type bits, which means more hills, more rocks. My two greatest problems in the game. we haven't brought out the shotgun yet. We haven't seen any birds. Not that we would expect to, particularly. Maybe next time if there's a deer super close to me, I might try the old shotty. Problem is, it's not. I've remembered that the 20 gauge shotgun. No, that's the pistol. It's not very good. Like, buckshot has no real penetration to it, so although you hit the target lots of times, you really struggle to actually get anything that counts as an organ shot, and hence you mess up trophies quite frequently. Unless you're using a slug. Okay, the bison have gone this way. So, if we're lucky, we might be able to grab another one before we hit the water. Oh, I'm yawning now. I really am in sleepy mode. I should probably mute and take a drink. Hang on. Oh, I'll be back in a sec. And back. Did I miss anything? No. Oh, okay. Bison this way. I think moving away from me. I think moving away from me faster than I'm moving towards them as well. Which is just typical, really, for bison. I've got the sunlight coming through my window in just such a way as to render it slightly awkward when I have to look into any dark bits of the screen. Come on, cow, give me another move so I can find out where you are. I know you're somewhere in this direction. Oh, is that a cow? That is a cow. Wunderbar. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wunderbar. How far away are you? 80 odd meters. That's a good distance. Okay, we've got a level 1 cow and a level 1 cow. You might actually just be the survivors of the herd that I found before. Give me the spot! Give me the spot, game! Give me the spot! Not you! Cow. Ah! You're a level 3 cow! Oh, and you're travelling now. That's not good news. I would really like you to look at me. Oh, we have a general amphibian. Welcome. How's it going? We are trying to sneak up on a cow. It's mostly going well, but he's looking the wrong way. I need him to turn around and look at me. Ha! Jeebus! Fox. Oh, there is a fox there. You're probably a better fox than that cow is a cow, to be honest. Nope, he's run. He's run off. I was touched too indecisive. Foxes do be like that. They do. Well, I'm confident I couldn't have got both. So long as I get one. He's almost at an angle where I could actually take like some kind of crazy shot from underneath him when he bends down. Almost. Okay, hang on. You're level 2. You're level 1. You're level 1. You're level 3. You're definitely the best cow. Oh! I think that's actually a rangefinder. That little... I can't show it to you, but underneath where the cow is in the top right. Like up there. Underneath that, I think that's a rangefinder. That's a new addition. Which is nice. Not super necessary for when you have the rangefinder goggles, but useful, very, very useful if you don't. Oh, can you look at me? Look me in the eye! You cow, you. I'm gonna have to go around to the side, aren't I? I just need to figure out how to do that without spooking them. Going rocks. I go around rocks. Okay. Got a better shot. Every inch we move this direction gives us a better shot. As long as they don't suspect anything. Okay, I could probably take the shot from here. Oh. Click of death. Yep, you're very pretty. I've hit you twice now. I'm fairly sure that's the same one, right? Yeah. Boop. Fantastic. Yeah, it was a good first shot. Solid follow-up shot. Only a silver cow. Probably would only been a silver fox. So, nothing lost, really. Amazing. What time is it? And flop. The best like death animation that they have is, I don't know if they still have it in, but if you hit an animal in the heart, in particular I used to see this a lot with moose, then sometimes they'll just sort of do like a drunken stagger and then a flop down. Which basically means you've like insta-killed them, but they have this sort of special animation for it. Which is... It's almost amusing. If it weren't for the fact that the creature is dying, it might be amusing. But it's very satisfying because it's a really obvious visual clue that you've hit it in the heart. Now, ideally, we would like to find a way over the river. I don't know if and where there is one. So we might just follow the river for a bit till we find a place that we can cross. I think there's one all the way around here, where this drink zone is. I'm hoping there's going to be one like there-ish, if I'm really lucky. Oops. That looks like a way across. I may not even have to go that far afield. Wunderbar. Oh, hello. Who are you? You're a lovely little level 5 red deer. What range? 200 meters. You can narrow that down to 150, I'm sure. How long does your drink zone last? until 10 AM. Okay, we've got a bit of time. Enough time to close 30 meters. If I can't close 30 meters in 1 hour, then we really do have problems. Oh, hello, and another bison. You're a level 1 bison, though. And another level 1 bison. Maybe from the same herd. That would suck, wouldn't it? You just, like, you're a little bison, you're wandering through, and there's just someone picking off, like, your entire family. That's horrifying. Okay, you're about 150 meters now. I don't want to go too far down. Keep an eye on where those bison are. We can maybe take a full-up shot at them. Or they've disappeared. Oh, hang on. No, they've disappeared. That's fine. Uh-oh. Where did they go? There it is. I thought that had disappeared as well for a sec. I was about to be really upset. Right, we do have quite a long walk to actually get there. Up, place a waypoint. Off we trot. Oh, I'm quite glad we found this little spit, actually, because normally crossing rivers in Hirschfelden is pretty awful. Bordering on impossible. Uh-oh. Yeah, yeah. You see, I take a step off the path, and we're immediately in up to our waists. And unlike the angler, I like how it says I was knocked out in the bottom left. Thanks, game. That makes me feel real good about myself. Yeah, unlike in the angler, I can't use my elite riverboating skills. I suppose, actually, we could have just teleported to that if... like, if I hadn't been able to get across the river. That would have served us well enough. Okay, I've got a few hundred meters to cross before we get to where it was, because we've had to go so far away. I mean, I don't know how I'd want them to solve it, because people have been asking for boats in TheHunter since forever. But being able to, like, summon a boat to wherever you are and just go across feels very strong. Like, if you can just basically warp from one side of a water body to the other side, that's very fast travelling. And if it spooked animals in a certain radius, like putting up a tent does, I probably wouldn't care very much for it. But on the flip side, having a boat that's just like a ferry crossing that you can warp across at certain points... I mean, on this map it would be very useful, because there's lots of points where you need to cross and you can't. But overall, throughout the rest of the game, it probably wouldn't be that much more useful than what we've got now. Honestly, the main problem now is just that you can't actually see where the crossings are. Because the map just says, oh, well, there's water there. Even though when you get there, there's actually a bit of land. I don't know. I'm assuming any of the bison I did see will have hightailed it out of there as soon as I fired the gun. It's It's worth having a look through the trees in as much as you can, anyway. I think I might actually fast travel to this tent. Oh, but fast traveling spooks everyone. Never mind, ignore me. No, not catching these pigs still. Oh, there we go. There's the body. Alright, okay, so from here, I guess I want to sort of travel maybe to that water body would be a good start. Oh, it's a little bit close to the way the wind's blowing though. The wind's definitely turning more easterly. So maybe I just want to like... Once I get back in, I just want to head maybe to like... down this way or something. Look up on the hill just in case there's any silly deers that have silhouetted themselves. No, there's not. Fantastic. Hi there! Lovely front shot. Silver red deer. Nothing special. Okay. I could fast travel to here and just go like west. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We've got what? 3/4 of an hour left? It'll take us across the straw fields, which are nice open spots. Ow, sorry for punching the microphone. Right. Oh, and I tell you what we can do actually while we're here. We can think about our loadout for this mission. 4570 caliber rifle. What rifle is that? Oh, that's the Coachmate Lever. Oh, that's not good news. What classes do you do, Coachmate Lever? Hang on. 4570. Oh, you do 4 to 9 as well, actually, so you should be a fairly 1-to-1 swap. You're just shorter range. Okay, that's fine. Okay, 7mm Magnum, bye-bye. 7mm rounds, goodbye. And then... there's a Coachmate Lever, .4570, hello. And you're gonna need your own bespoke scope, aren't you, as well? 4570 soft point flat nose bullet. And what scope do you want? You want the Helios 48x32. There we go. Fantastic. How are we doing for bullets? I can do with some more bullets out of all of these, actually. So what have I got on me? 2LR truncated cone is probably fine, actually. .45 air rifle. More of you. And then 20 gauge everything shot. that should be fine. Then we've got our new gun on this. Oh, I remember this is. It's not got quite as nice a scope as the Hyperion. The Hyperion is by far and away the superior scope. Oh, I don't like the insect noises. Anyone on the banks of this here lake? Perhaps any red deer whose it might be time to drink for the next 15 in-game minutes, perhaps. Ow. Oh dear. Ow. Perhaps not. Oh, a lovely picnic spot though. Oh, a lovely picnic spot with a collectible that I've somehow missed thus far. Well, this is good news. Hi there, what have you got for me? Goodies. It's a really large coin. Codex. Hirschfelden. Artifacts. No. Yes. Oh, okay. God, the Vikings use big coins. Okay, the wind is back to blowing almost due north, so actually I could have probably got away without fast travelling. But it's a little late now. You're also a one-shot wonder, aren't you, Coachmate? No, you've got 3 shots in you. Okay. Boomer says maybe it was the Viking version of a £50 note. That's a really nice open area over there. That would be lovely to see animals in, but is, of course, completely out of range of any of the guns I have. This one defaults to 100. It goes 50 or 150. The Vasquez we know only goes up to 100. And I've got a shotgun and a pistol. I'm a really close range hunter at the moment, it seems. Which, I mean, on the one hand, I'm not actually very good at placing shots at like 300 meters distance. But I like having the option. And I'm alright at like 200 meters, which you can't really achieve with these. Honestly, the Hyperion scope is probably actually overkill for the Vasquez. Just close enough to thigh kills. I mean, that roe deer that was wandering around earlier that we had to like literally whistle at it to scare it off. That was probably close enough for a thigh kill. I could have ran into that if I wanted to. Could have run into that? I could have run into that if I'd wanted to. I don't know how easy it is to kill a deer with your thighs. I'm guessing not very. You'll be unsurprised to learn it's not something I've ever tried before. The lake remains quiet. What would be your method for a thigh kill? Would you try and like constrict it? Because the roe deers are like quite small deer. You might be able to sort of squeeze them enough to choke them. But for something like a red deer, that's way bigger than you. I think your only option is to get your thighs like around its neck, which is not going to be terribly easy. Obviously. Oh, hello. Someone behind me, of course, is calling. I'll squeak back at you. Hang on. Open field has been reached. Open field is still as empty as it was earlier. Well, fine. Other side of lake is still empty, at least all the bits that are in render distance. This fast travel has been a total loss so far. It says, just like running jump, do some sort of spinny throw to break the net. That sounds harder than either of the options I suggested, I think. But I'll tell you what, I'll give it a go. Oh. So yeah, basic plan, we get over there and then we head due west, which is now not quite as into the wind as it was when we made this plan. Oh, the lake is more full than usual, judging by where the grass is growing. It says, I reckon the deer is a bit muscly to just choke with your thighs. See, I reckon it's a bit big for me to throw around with my thighs. I don't think I can heft that. Oh look, there's bunny holes. It's a shame there's no bunnies. I haven't shot a bunny in this game in ages. But momentum though. Maybe. I'd have to like Black Widow it. Okay, right. We've reached this point. Now we're heading this way. I guess we'll head to this. That can be our first port of call. Because given that there's a stand here, presumably it's got an alright view of the fields. And then we'll just kind of head across in this direction. Maybe curve down towards that. That might be a nice thing to add to our map. Exactly, says Boom Boom. Fantastic. I'll just get me tight black catsuit. My long dyed hair. I actually did have long dyed hair for a long time, of course, but sadly no longer. No one in that bit either. I think none of the animals are here because they've all decided to go and eat the straw from the straw field, to be honest. That's what I do. You won't catch me just kicking about on the side of the road. And go have a nom. Who says hair dyeing party? That would be nice. It's in the catsuit. That would be, I think, embarrassing for everyone concerned, but no one more than me. So I'm just having a look out behind me in case the rabbits decide to come out of their rabbit hole. I do not think they will. How are we doing on decreasing the hunting pressure over here? We're starting to. Alright, we've got that around on our map. So let's plot the other end of the fields as like our next destination. And honestly, that's 760 meters away. That will probably take us to the end of the stream. Unless we find lots of animals to shoot along the way. It says I had pine flag hair previously. I'm very jealous. I've not actually done very much like multicolored hair. I once had green and pink multicolor, but they were both kind of quite pastel-y. They weren't bright and vibrant. But yeah, I've always been very jealous of people with like proper rainbow flags in their hair. Okay, the fields also seem to be empty. It is 10:30, and no one is here at all. All the animals are off shift. I guess it's getting towards the middle part of the day. Maybe they're all having a little lie down as it starts to get warm. They're having a siesta. Ah, we have a Rayfire. Rayfire says, just get funky coloured hair then. Is anyone stopping you? Me, mostly, to be honest. And my ability to actually, like, do anything against executive dysfunction. Hello there. You're 150 meters away. Oh, that might be a bit of a tough call. 150 meters. Boom Boom says, I've done pink and green separately, as well as blue and purple. I've had blue, I've had green. Oh, there's someone over there as well, but I can't see who they are. There's a fallow deer over there. Okay. What was I saying? I've had blue, I've had green. I've had all pink, I've had green and pink. I don't think I've ever actually had purple. Oh, another one. Hello. I'm not going to get across to you in time, am I? You're moving faster than me. Blast. It says I like there's at least one person encouraging you. Yeah, I know, but I've got purple dye kicking around somewhere. It's just that the actual process of putting it on is such a faff. If I had money, I'd pay like a hairdresser to do it for me. Okay, being a short-range hunter has immediately become very frustrating. The first time I saw an animal that's out of range and has stayed out of range, I'm immediately no longer a fan. It says we've had a lot more hair on your head for Diamond Mine. That is true. I do have a lot of the stuff. I forgot we're back in the land of the Canada Goose. Oh no. It says, I just sort of slop it on mostly. You have naturally light hair then, Boom Boom. Because mine needs to be bleached to sort of oblivion first. Like, if I was ever to do it properly, I'd probably want to put 2 rounds of bleach on. At the very least, I need 1. Oh, hello. There's a goose that's just come down over there. What distance are you at? Right, you're moving off again. You've decided I'm too visible for you. Oh my god, that's a level 4 goose! I didn't know goose got to level 4! Anyone over here? No, I don't think so. I spooked all of the goose. Bleaching sucks. Yeah, it does, Rayfire. The reason why my hair is currently undyed, why I sort of got out of the habit, was because I'd bleached my hair so much, it was so sort of damaged and horrible, that I just needed to let it like all grow out and get new, fresh hair. Oh, pig tracks! Oh, they're heading south. They're probably heading out of the area. That's a real shame. That's a deer. Hello. Boomer says, oh no, incredibly dark hair naturally. I'm also growing fresh hair. Ooh, well, good luck to you with your fresh hair. I suppose I may possibly see some of the process along the way. Okay, you're the bigger deer. Let's see if... No, I need you to not do that, please. Oh, I might have shot a bad place. I don't think I got the shot. I think my shot was a little too far headwards. I don't think I hit a vital organ with the first one. And I think I only hit a non-vital with the second. Where were you sat? You were sat over here. But hey, at least the coachmate isn't a one-shot wonder. Oh, he did go down. Okay, yeah, so first shot missed, but second shot, I'm guessing we must have got like the liver or something, rather than like a proper vital. What do we reckon? Confirmed trophy. Oh no, okay, first shot hit a lung. That was much... Oh, that was actually a beautiful on-target shot, nearly in the heart. Never mind. And the second shot was somehow massively flubbed. Oh, shows you how much I know. Alright. One deer. Still 0 pigs. But we have seen evidence that a pig was here at some point. Which brings hope that they may return. The rest of our surroundings, of course, are now going to be pretty barren for a while. Till people get over the fact that they heard a gunshot. We got 20 minutes of stream time. We've covered, what, 200 out of 700 meters that we thought we might be going for. I do not think we will actually hit the end of the fields. Oh! Oh! A pig rest zone. Well, we know where we need to come back to then. That's excellent news. You don't find many pig zones in general, to be honest. Anyone over there? No. No, okay. Next field is empty. It says, from their perspective, there was just a big bang and then Charlie just dropped dead. They need time to mourn. Oh god, don't make me feel bad, Boom Boom. I know I am technically doing a bad, but don't make me feel bad. Oh, sleepy dizzy. It's okay, I'm just gonna have plenty of time to nap soon. I'm not really a napper, but I could theoretically use the time to nap if I wanted to. Honk. Oh, apparently there's a rest zone up there for Canada geese. If not nap, then rest, yeah. Boom says if only I could nap. I don't think there's like an art to it. I think it's just something that sort of falls upon you. Napping. At least in my experience. Oh my god, you're so noisy! You are the noisiest beings! Oh, pheasants. Pheasants live here sometimes. Ah, hello. You might be at a perfect distance for this. I think I got him. I'm not sure which shot got him, but I think I got him. It's been a while since I've shot a goose successfully. Wonderful. Truly wonderful. And that's my first kill with this pistol. I've not shot anything with it before. What does it say on the side there? Roger Mark II. Okay. I thought it was called an Anderson actually, but okay. Silver brown hybrid goose. Lovely. Okay. There we go. Right. Another field up here. Oh! Pheasant mating call. Hello there. You are downwind of me though, so there's not probably much point me trying to come for you. Even if you're in range, which you probably aren't. And even if I could see you, which I definitely can't. Anyone see a pheasant? Any pheasants? No, no pheasants. Okay. Well, we'll leave you, because I don't think we can get to you. I suppose birds theoretically don't have an amazingly good sense of smell, right? Compared to mammals. Oh, hello. Pheasant. At 130 meters. Okay. We sure can give it a go at least. We've got birdshot loaded in the shotgun. That's not the shotgun. Okay, he hasn't detected us yet. Which is good news. We've got to get... Now we got to get him while he's flying. So... it's going to be tough. Because the pistol's not going to be much use when he's flying. On account of... there's just no way to like keep a consistent shot under those conditions. We gotta use the shotgun, which means we gotta get real close. Real close. And... oh, no. I don't think I hit him. I heard him flying. I don't think I hit him. No, I didn't hit him. Blast. I'm not very good with the shotgun. Still. Blast. Oh, hang on. That's blood. I did hit him. He's dead. Oh, I've never seen a class 1 animal drop blood before. Normally, if you touch them, they go down. And that's kind of it. I'll tell you what, though. He might be quite difficult to track. Seeing as how he doesn't leave footprints. He only leaves blood. Oh, there we go. A pheasant body. Wow! I'm super surprised that worked. I'm astonished that that worked. And we're going to get shotgun score. I love getting shotgun score. Well, hello there, pretty little pheasant. What do we think you look like? You are a very pretty pheasant, actually. You were in flight. We managed to get a single pellet right up your behind. Trophy type combined, apparently. Trophy organs, none. Oh, well. Very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. Though, we only got 27 shotgun score, though. Nothing to write home about. I think we need a few thousands to unlock the next shotgun thing that I needed to unlock. I can't remember what the next shotgun thing that I needed to unlock was, but it was quite a while away. And 27 isn't doing us too many favours. Yep. Boom boom. I don't think that's true when it's to the behind of a pheasant. Although, to be fair, I've not asked. I want to see whose track this is. Whose track is this? He's been here. More pheasant! There's other pheasants have been in the area, although they are not anymore in the area, because they've gone back that way. Always good idea to have it glance at the hillside when it's super exposed. No one's there either. More pheasant prints, this time going that way. That could feasibly be a bird that is still around. It's not likely to be, but it could be. What it definitely isn't is a pig. But honestly, I think I'd prefer a pheasant to a pig. Even though the pig gets us the mission. Oh look, the bird's gone that way, you can see. There's the next set of tracks. And he's definitely not still there. That's a shame. Does anyone still use Siri Boom Boom? I feel like it's all Alexa now. Oh, pheasant. Okay. Right. You gotta be real sneaky. To get the pheasant, okay? Sneaky sneak. 150 meters across open ground is quite a tricky sneak to pull off, I won't lie. But if we can manage it, then we'll be heroes. If we don't manage it, we'll probably never even notice him flying away. Honestly. I see, so the pheasants have just finished eating. I mean, is he even still there? Who knows? I can't see him. So he may have already flown off and I didn't even notice. That's 100% possible. Good job, Dizzy. Bim says, does anyone really use any of them? We have a family Alexa, and although I don't use it very much, the family uses it for video calls with youngest brother who's off at uni, and I use it to play Pointless, because you get 3 free Pointless questions on your Alexa every day, and I also ask it every day, hey Alexa, what's the dinosaur of the day? And I haven't asked it today, but yesterday's dinosaur of the day was Diplodocus. Okay, you are there somewhere. We just gotta see you, and then shoot you, because we're pretty close now. We're in range. Where the hell are you? Rayfire says, Pointless is a good use of it, and dinosaurs are great. Oh, there he is. Where's he going? I can't see which way he was going. I don't think he was coming towards me, unfortunately. Okay, we missed the pheasant. Because he hit the trees. Oh, hello! Oh, okay, he didn't fly far then, did he? Oh. Bagged an unexpected Canada goose. Oh. We are doing well today, aren't we? For birds, randomly. This is Pointless is great, and of course you do. Did I tell you about Ambopterygics? The dinosaur that's like a bat dinosaur? I learned that from asking Alexa what the dinosaur of the day was. Unbelievably. It's like, here's like a whole amazing dinosaur thing that I had no idea about. No fastest bat dinosaur? Yeah, so there's 2 dinosaur species that we know about. One of them is Yi-Ki. So genus name Yi, species name Ki. And the other one is called like Ambopterygics something. And they are dinosaurs that are moderately closely related to birds, but not birds. Oh, I see you, I've got the wrong gun. Blast. Triple blast. They're dinosaurs that are moderately closely related to birds, but evolved to fly using membranous wings like a bat or a pterosaur, rather than using feathered wings, which is astonishing. It's amazing. It's ridiculous. It's like the evolution of flight, once or twice in mammals, once in insects, and then 3 times on the lineage that leads to birds. Pterosaurs, actual birds, and these guys. It's just crazy. It's ridiculous. Why do these guys want to fly so much? I love it. To pieces. Where do we think he may have flown to? It's twice I've been a bit slow on the draw for this particular pheasant now, I think. It's the same one. And I fluffed it both times because he's been behind bits of tree, which is a shame. Become one with Burp. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Okay. Oh my god. Rabbit. Okay. Rabbit. Nope. We did not hit the rabbit at all. Oh, we hit that rabbit. Oh, and then another rabbit came out, and I was empty, so I couldn't shoot it. But we got a rabbit! I was just saying earlier, I've not got a rabbit in ages. We got a rabbit. A gold rabbit, no less. Oh, he looks so scared! Why do you have to do this to me? This is why I don't shoot rabbits, is because I feel bad. Oh! Oh! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Oh! Sorry. Look, it's 4 minutes to 3. I'm gonna end the stream feeling bad about myself. Okay? Rayfire says, but you don't feel bad about the other ones? I mean, I kind of do also feel bad about the other ones, to be honest. But it's worse when they're looking cute at you. Like that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so, thank you everyone so much for watching. Big thanks to Rayfire and to Boom Boom and to Yi for being around in chat. It's always lovely to have people to talk to. Nice to hear about your days and such as they go on. If you have enjoyed watching and you are here with me on Twitch, please do remember to drop a follow. Big thanks to... Who was it who followed earlier? Excuse me while I just scroll up for a minute. To Taste Streak for the follow. Also, big thanks to General Amphibian, because I just spotted that you were also here at one point. Yeah, if you've enjoyed watching, please do remember to drop a follow. If you're watching this later on YouTube, which I know some people do remember to drop a like and maybe consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. I will be back on Monday at 12 o'clock playing probably Hitman. I'm having the weekend off, as is my wont, and then probably more Pokemon on Tuesday after that. You can find me on Twitter at @DisForDemise if you want to see the little tweet that I send out every time I go live, so you can find me there and then know when things are happening. Also, any changes to my... Thanks, Boo. Any changes to my schedule and such as they happen will always be posted up there. Other than that, my name has been Dizzy. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ra. Bye now.